Thanks for requesting Pizza Hut. I don't know if I got this. This is a lot. Meal number 2. This is a Pizza Hut meal. This was requested, and I went completely overboard again. But on the plus side, this is basically a full menu. What I did was I got the dinner box because I was looking at the big dinner boxes, but it comes with 2 pizzas, and I felt like 2 pizzas was overkill. So I got the regular dinner box because I could get a pizza, regular breadsticks, and Cinnasticks. I thought that was the best spread of food. As the week went on, I, again, added more stuff that I wanted. Obviously, the donuts, these were always a part of the order. These were a part of the order before somebody requested it, let's be honest. Obviously, I wanted some more cheese, so I got cheesy bread eventually. I wanted to try their melt, and the buffalo chicken is one of the lower calorie ones, and I love buffalo chicken stuff, so I definitely had to get that. I felt like all week, I was like, should I get wings? Should I get wings? And all of their wings like come out to 800 calories. Like I shouldn't, I should keep calories down. But I ended up getting their medium hot wings. I felt like going as average as I could go so I could really get a feel for how their wings are. And then literally on my way there, I was like, I'm so close, I might as well just get a pasta. So I got a chicken Alfredo. So we got something from every section of their menu. I also got one of every type of dipping sauce they have. Not wing sauces, but the dipping sauces. We got marinaras, we got garlic sauce, ranch, blue cheese, their icing, and their Cinnabon icing. So I got my drink over here, and I am ready to get started. I dumped a little bit of my sauce on my melt because they're both buffalo, so I figure why not? And I also hit one on my pizza. Oh, my pizza also has spicy marinara instead of regular marinara. I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to start eating. I've been waiting too long. I've been excited and I'm ready to go. Let's enjoy a meal. Definitely starting with the pizza. So there is your Pizza Hut slice of pizza. Now, I guess this counts as their pan pizza. So the crust, I don't know, like this is the kind of crust that I kind of enjoy, even though it's thicker. Let's see, it's been years since I had Pizza Hut, so we're gonna see. I dig it. I would hope so, because I got a lot to eat, huh? Dude, I am so excited that I'm eating pizza right now. Now, one day in the future, we're going to get a direct comparison. But I think, at least as it stands right now, in my memory, I think I might be a Domino's guy, just based on one slice of pizza. But that was super good. I really appreciate the spicy marinara with the pepperoni. It gives it like a really nice kick. I could eat these pizzas all day. Absolutely. Ooh. All right. I'm not going to be able to do this for the camera. Yeah, I know I'm doing soda again, even though I said I wasn't going to do soda for a while. But I started perusing the internet, and like I couldn't find a single trace of evidence saying that soda hurts digestion or shuts down your stomach acid or anything like that. Most of it said it causes gastric distress, which, let's be honest, anything gastric distress related, if it's not going to happen to me, it's not happening. Like, I put my gastric system through the ringer every week, so. Ah, yes. Cherry cola with pizza. That's what you do. All right. Let's try one of these breadsticks. I want to get a little bit more room on this. All right, we're going in dry for this one. I do like this. All right, so their breadstick has nice fluffy bread. It has a good coating of parm on it. It's nothing fancy, but the fact that it's nice, buttery, fluffy bread makes it a nice breadstick, I think. I will say that I'm definitely more of a cheesy bread guy, though. So there's your cheesy bread. The cheesy bread looks just like the breadsticks. It's got the nice fluffy dough. So I think these are going to be right up my alley. Like these look like they're good. I got the garlic ones, and I can see the roasted garlic on top, and it really adds a pop that is nice. I mean, who doesn't love garlic? No, I catch myself all day today. I was catching myself, I'm doing a lot of noise making when I'm eating. And I know a lot of people really don't like that. But it's like the past couple weeks, I ended up watching one of my older videos. Whenever I release a video, I watch it once through. And one of my really old ones played as like the follow-up video after I watched the one that I just released. And like, there was just a very big energy difference. And like, I think in my head, ever since I started trying to not make noise while eating as much, Like, I feel like I'm focusing so much energy into not making noise that like nothing else is happening. Like the episodes after that just feel like, I don't want to say they went downhill, but they just don't feel the same. So like, I'm just gonna be done caring. Like, I guess it's not gonna be for everybody. Like, I'm gonna make noises when I eat, and there's nothing I can do about it unless I literally devote so much attention to it that I feel like it ruins the video. I don't want to say they're ruined, but like, there's definitely just a very big difference between before when I didn't know I was doing it to after when I was trying to stop doing it. All right, now here we got, it's a boneless wing because this one was part of the $7 deal. So we got a medium hotness boneless wing. I really like that sauce. I really like that wing. I'd have never guessed that Pizza Hut wings would be as good as they are. That's really good. Like, I'm a little dumbfounded by that. That was really good. Like, that's the level of wings like I normally get when I go out to like wing nights and stuff. I'm super surprised. That's amazing. All right. Now, there's one thing left that I gotta try, and that is the pasta, which I may finish just to make room. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I got chicken Alfredo. All right, we got chicken Alfredo there. Almost 1,000 calories, but I feel like the chicken Alfredo was probably going to be the most worthwhile one. Now, see, things in bowls, this is where my mat shines. Gonna mix it up a little bit, get some of that heat spread out from the bottom. Like, yeah, this is the kind of stuff where the bowl shines, when it's moist and in a bowl. That's actually not bad. This is another case where it's definitely a little surprising, the quality of food that I would have expected from Pizza Hut. I'm gonna say it, for like the wings and the pasta so far, I'm like delightfully surprised at how good they actually are. Like, I didn't expect them to be bad, but like I didn't expect them to be quite on this level. Like these things are easily B, and I thought they were gonna be in the C category. I'm super delighted by this. Now the pizza and the breadsticks and the cheesy bread, they're also in the B's too. It's seeming like this whole meal is gonna be a solid B or B plus, which I expected from like the pizza and the bread and stuff. I was not expecting that from the wings and the pasta. Okay, now, what do I have? Garlic. We got the garlic sauce. I got one of every sauce so I could try them. It may not be enough, but I did want to try all of them. Tastes good to me. Now, you know how we roll. We're not here to make a mess, but we do get some flavor. Wonderful. Oh my God. I like their garlic sauce. I guess how can you go wrong with garlic and butter, right? Now this is their marinara, which comes with both the breadsticks and the cheesy bread. So let's see what we got here. I normally don't do marinara on the pizza itself because I think it just takes away from the cheese flavor. I will say the marinara is nice. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of times where I just don't like dipping pizza because I'm here for the toppings on the pizza. I don't want to water them down with sauces. I mean, I suppose I get it a little bit. I can't even dip it, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's just so much nicer without it, I think. You get the flavor of the cheese. When you douse it in marinara, you just like, you're losing all of the flavor. Like for the crust, I can see to give the crust a little bit more flavor, but if you're still in topping portions of pizza, I just think it's a waste. I think the heating pad is why it's getting so crunchy. Now, see, sauce on these breadsticks, that I'm down with. But what I will say is I know for a fact no. I know for a fact that the garlic butter is just gonna be way better than marinara. Marinara is overrated in my book. I'm not gonna lie, I should have got more garlic butter, but I knew I'd like the garlic butter, but I literally got well over 1,000 calories worth of sauces, so. Yeah, this meal got jacked up in calories pretty good, let me tell you. But that's all right, because so far, I'm enjoying every calorie. But I guess that's the point. That's kind of always what I do, huh? Now, I know the ranch was for these. I'm going to get one and eat it straight. This was buffalo chicken melt. The buffalo chicken melt. Now, it said on the app, it was like 465 calories, but on the website, it said 1,100, so I went with the 400 one because it was like a calorie library almost. But if you go into the app where you can order, or the website where you can order from the place, I don't know. I'm just trying not to overthink it. Don't let me overthink it. Come on. I can't do that. Don't do that. So in there, we got chicken, buffalo sauce, cheese, obviously, and onions. And they're nice and crisp and crunchy onions, which adds a beautiful crunch with the crunchy crust. It has, I believe it's some type of Parmesan on top, a Parmesan Italian mix. This is actually really nice, but I do think it could use more buffalo sauce, so I'm glad that I dumped more on the second piece. Now, this was the item that came with ranch. And now that I think about it, that's exactly what it seems like it's missing. Some ranch and some buffalo. So we got the Pizza Hut ranch. Let's do it up. Try not to make a mess with it. I definitely don't want to waste this. I can put this on a lot of other things. Oh, okay. I'm digging the ranch. Oh yeah. Yeah, those spots with the extra sauce and the ranch, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Well, now that we busted open the ranch, you know what time it is. Time for some ranch in the wings. I can't even pull it out. Ta-da! That deserves another. Now. While we're on wings, let's test out the blue cheese. Now, it's hard to screw up ranch, but I know there is a lot of bad blue cheese. So we're gonna find out if Pizza Hut got good or bad blue cheese. Let's see. Trying not to make a mess while still getting a lot. I need a double take. My gut instinct wants to call it mid. Not because it's bad. I feel like it's lacking flavor. Like the good part about blue cheese is it has a very strong soury flavor. And that's why I think this is mid. It doesn't have a very strong flavor, but at the same time, because of it not having a strong flavor, it can't be bad. Like, it's not bad. Because when blue cheese is bad blue cheese, it's really bad. Like, blue cheese is one of the things I will not have a bad heart to throw away. I forget what brand it was. I know it was at Rutter's is who has it. And I tried it and oh my God, it was so bad. That was a good bite. Yeah, their blue cheese is like mid. It's worth getting. I think the ranch is probably the way to go though. All right. No complaints here. So I've been facing a lot of flack from making noise when I eat, which I guess it's just gonna be one of those things where you're either with me or not. Today has just been a really good day, I think, because I stopped caring. Like, I guess people are just gonna not want to watch because I make noise when I eat, and that's just the way it is. It's just nice to like feel a little bit more free, where I'm not focused on not making noise. It's gonna happen. I'm just gonna accept it. Hopefully other people can accept it. Hopefully you can accept it, because I just feel much better when I'm not worried about it. Really. Most people are just around hating to hate anyway, so I'm just trying to have a good time and eat. So here we go with pizza in the ranch. The pepperoni with the spicy sauce in the ranch. That's the way. This is wonderful. Man, I'm delighted. Absolutely delighted. This is great. These are the types of meals I live for. It's got a little bit of everything, and I get to just sit back and enjoy it. All right, let's see how the pasta's holding up. It's been sitting around here for a bit. Pasta's still doing good. Honestly, I probably should have eaten it all at once, because I think with the cheese layer on top, it was actually containing all the heat inside. It is very not easy to eat like this. All right, let's spread it out, let the heat hit it. All right, back to the cheesy bread. We're gonna do a full size. They try and tell you, oh, these are 5 pieces and that's 10 pieces. All they do is they just cut it in the middle. Like, they try and be slick, like people won't notice. All right, now this came with marinara sauce, so let's try one with marinara sauce. I think the garlic and cheese are probably good by themselves, though. Marinara sauce just like takes over. Like whenever I dip stuff in marinara sauce, it's almost like I would have rather just eaten this and then chugged the marinara sauce. Because I don't taste this after dipping it in the marinara sauce. All right, now, this should be a fun one. In the ranch. Everything is good in ranch. Garlic butter, probably the same. Everything is also good in garlic butter. Now, the one thing I will always be fine with dipping in marinara is a normal breadstick. Because the normal breadstick really is more about texture than flavor. It's really just a buttery flavor. The marinara actually brings out any flavor, really. I got a little bit of cinnamon on it. That was good. That sweetness. All right. We're gonna wrap up the wings, and I'm gonna spread this blue cheese love to other things. Maybe their blue cheese is a high mid. I'm still super surprised at how good those wings were. I was just not expecting that. All right. See, there's not a whole lot of chunks in this blue cheese. And I think that's really where it gets all of the flavor from. Not a whole lot left. All right, let's try and get the last of it. I think I might be done here. I'm not gonna be able to get the last bit out of this little container. I'm gonna say close enough. Oh man. I should have blue cheesed the buffalo chicken melt. That would have been great with blue cheese, I think. I better wash my hands good if I'm going to touch my hair. I don't want grease in my hair. Get it out of my face a little bit. All right, what do you think? We're about halfway through. I'm really trying not to go crazy on the soda because I think this meal has the potential to do me in if I don't be careful with soda. So I don't understand much about hate on the internet. Like, none of it really bothers me. It's just like, someone literally takes time out of their day to type something stupid on somebody else's thing. I don't understand it. Like, instead of just moving along, like most people do, they feel the need to make their opinion heard. And it's like, most people aren't even paying attention to their opinion. I'm the only one that sees it. Like, and clearly nobody's opinion is affecting me. Like, you can be upset at the way I eat. You can think that I'm not actually eating what I'm saying I'm eating. And it's like they take the time to go out of their way to tell me that I'm definitely not eating that. But they definitely don't take the time after I tell them that there's uncut footage. They don't do their research. Internet hate just is weird to me. I mean, I don't have much time for anything anymore, but like, I don't know. How do people have time to just like sit here and hate on people? I guess I kind of used to do it too, a little bit with food when I was a health nut. I was a bit of a food snob. I actually feel bad for being a food snob when I was being a health nut. Like, I just feel so bad about it because it was like people would offer me like Doritos and stuff. And like, instead of just saying no thank you like a normal person, I would have to say something like, no, I don't eat garbage. It's like, okay. Like, I understand that, you know, you're taking your health seriously and stuff, but like, just say no thank you. I don't need to, like, I don't know. It was something that I didn't notice until after I was like out of the phase of being a health nut. And it's just like, you know, you don't have to be condescending or whatever it was just because somebody else does something different from you. Honestly, now that I think about it, what I think that was I think I was more trying to convince myself to eat healthy. Because like, even when I was eating healthy and like I do it over the 6 days that I'm not, like I can eat healthy and be happy with it. But it's like, I also do want to eat like this. And I think that was just part of me trying to build this barrier between wanting to be healthy and wanting to eat unhealthy. Which is probably not, that's probably exactly how eating disorders are formed. Is trying to pretend like you don't want something you do. That just creates this evil side of you. It's not evil. It's like it. Of course, well, you know, eating food is good. It shouldn't be labeled as bad if you want to eat something that you enjoy. Unless it's like, you know, things like gluten intolerance and other, you know, actual issues where you can't eat it. If you can eat something and enjoy it, I guess I shouldn't really be saying you don't have to go overboard with it when I'm eating like this, but I guess at the same time I also do plan for this. But yeah, you know, you don't have to be crazy, and I feel like limiting yourself is how you end up being crazy and doing this stuff. Oh yeah. I don't have the ranch to support this piece. I'm not sure how many people, if you're watching this, and I've known you back when I was a food snob, I'd like to apologize. I'm sure that my actions were understood in the moment. I'm hoping that nobody took offense to it, but I still want to apologize because it's just like, yeah, there was just no need to be snobby like that. Man, cherry Coke is just like the best. This is my first time having Sprite Zero. This is my first time having Sprite, any type of Sprite, in probably more than just the 10 years. Sprite, I don't think I've had since I was like a child. Like this might be a 20-year occurrence. But then again, it is lemon lime, huh? I may have to try that off camera. I guess we'll go cheesy sticks. What do we got here? Oh, we still got the whole thing of marinara. We got the garlic butter. Garlic butter for garlic cheese sticks. Seems about right. Whoever had the idea of putting garlic and butter together really nailed it. All right, I guess I can start trying to make a better frame up. Don't need that anymore. Oh boy. This is done, basically. I'm very sorry for anybody who's watching this and literally cannot eat certain things. Because I know how tough that is. Whether it's a choice or not a choice. All right. Now, that's perfect. You know what? That's grease, but that's fine. You know, I don't think the first setting is actually doing enough. I didn't want to over toast the stuff that was on here, but like I feel like the first setting is just not, I don't want to get it in the hot sauce though for sure. Whoa. Look at that. Yeah, it's like not even sticking. Sorry, I used bad language. Every now and again, I use foul language. Not often. I don't think it's necessary. It probably wasn't necessary there either, but I guess I was just disappointed because it wasn't sticking. I know I really don't get any people under the age of 20 that actually watch my content, so I'm not too worried about kids hearing me say strong language, but I normally don't use strong language unless I'm playing video games, which I actually haven't done since I started video editing, because video editing takes all my time. All right, let's get this pasta out of here. This bowl is just becoming a mess. Not a mess, but I feel like it's in my way. I find it funny that a lot of times the people that come on my comments and try and spread hate, which only happens on TikTok because the other accounts don't really get the same amount of views as TikTok. It's generally guys, and I think TikTok, I feel like most of the people who watch my stuff on TikTok are men, whereas the other platforms are kind of split pretty evenly. So I don't want to say that guys are just generally more mean. But what I will say is a lot of times when it's a female spreading hate, you know, when I respond positively to it, not necessarily positively, but when I joke around about it instead of be upset about it, Normally, they just kind of joke around a little bit and then be done with it. Like almost every time, there either is never a response to my response, or the response to my response is much more lighthearted. I mean, there are some gentlemen that I've been going on a string with, because if there's a comment, I'm going to respond to it as long as I see it. If I don't see it, there's nothing I can really do. But if I see a comment, I'm going to respond to it. So like there have been people who, I guess they're just trying to troll me, but it doesn't really work. I just respond. And it's weird because I have different moods. I have moods where I'll be super lighthearted about it. Sometimes I'll be more serious about it. Other times I just have had enough of seeing the same comment, so I will just really jerk the wheel to the left and say something almost completely unrelated. I think we just hit an hour. But the hour is camera time, not necessarily eat time. Another thing that I'm done being anxious about is worrying about keeping things under an hour. Like I would sit here and I'd be worried about keeping this meal under an hour for the uncut channel. But in reality, I'm pretty sure the people that watch the uncut channel, the ones that actually like to watch it, they watch it all the way through. I guess it's probably, relaxing, or whatever their reason is for uncut eating isn't necessarily my thing. So like I said before, if you watch the uncut channel, feel free to suggest things in the style you enjoy, because I'm more than willing to do it in those styles. Probably for the most part. I don't know what types of all eating styles there are, but I'm assuming most of them would be perfectly fine and easy to do. I don't know why I wash my hands like this. Like between every time I eat something, half the video is probably me washing my hands. All right, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna give the Sprite a shot. I feel like it's probably a little warm now from sitting next to the heating pad. All right, let's see. It's all right. Certainly no cherry cola, but it's not bad. The lemon lime in Sprite is much more mild. Okay. What do we got? A little bit of marinara, a little bit of garlic butter. And desserts, which I'm building some excitement for here. The dryness is starting to kick in. My personal dryness from all the salt. Yeah, these are definitely toasted on the bottom from the hot pad. The things that sat the longest definitely got some toasty bottoms. That's pretty close. There's like none left. I might have to do the dreaded technique of dump it. I hope everyone can forgive me for the dump. just makes a mess. Makes a mess on my hands, my face. Not a fan. Ow. I bit my tongue. I am ready for dessert. I will say that. Trying not to get this stuff in any type of red sauce. I wish I had gotten milk for this stuff. I may still get milk for this stuff. I am going to get milk because my mouth is out of fluids. So I'm not eating this with soda. I should have thought of this before, but the main channel won't notice. And I guess for the uncut channel, I'm just going to talk to you while I go get milk. So thank you for watching the uncut channel. I know that channel isn't doing quite as well. And, you know, I just wanted to put uncut stuff out there because I knew I would get a lot of doubters over what I post. So it's nice. It's nice to have a channel to at least tell them to go to, because some of them will watch. Most of them are just spreading hate just to spread hate. So I'm not worried about them. I know the other week I had somebody giving me a hard time, and in the end, he said he was going to be my biggest supporter. So I'm not sure if he watches this channel or not, but that's why I have the channel, for things like that, because some people will, you know, change their tune when they realize that you're not a faker. Because I am living in the world of mukbang when I came from the world of competitive eating, so. But in my personal opinion, the competitive eating world is not. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. There's a lot of things I do like about it. But as far as creating content-wise, I just don't think it does very well. There's a few people who made it work. And outside of that, it's like, even the best eaters, like, don't have a super lot. Like, we're talking like Beard Meats Food is kind of like the one that did it. And literally his strategy is make his videos as little about the actual eating as possible. So just for anybody who watches this that is part of the competitive eating side of things. Yeah. Adam says that basically his entire video strategy is making the video as little about eating as he can. Now, I know a lot of people do okay with it, but I just feel like there's a much bigger audience of people who actually enjoy mukbangs than people who enjoy the competitive eating and the challenges. And I think it comes down to enjoyment, really. Like, it is cool to see people eat that much food, but it's like they're not really eating it. They're just kind of doing a stunt. And it's just a different vibe, I think. And I like this better. I mean, it's cool that I probably could eat a 5-pound burger in a half hour or whatever, however long it would be. But it's just like, at what cost? Like, I save up my calories all week to not enjoy my food. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to be doing challenges in the future, but there's just a lack of enjoyment of the food in the competitive side of things. And I enjoy the competition. And I enjoy, you know, pushing myself to do stuff, but the icing could be better, I think. This one's the Cinnabon icing. Now this one's good. Yeah, there's a lot of things I dislike about the competitive side of things. I guess there's also things that I dislike about the standard mukbang too, or mukbang. Either way. I guess either way, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to have a good time. I hope you watching are having a good time, so we can all have a good time. All right, so onto the Cinesticks. They're okay. I feel like they could be a little bit more cinnamony. But they are meant to be iced, so. That's the way. Now, I do want to try one of these donuts. I forget exactly what they're called. Some type of chocolate donut. They're filled. Now, they've definitely been sitting for a while. But these are a little dry. Kind of what I'm getting out of it is almost like it's almost like a McDonald's pie or like one of those tasty cake little pies where it's like a firm, thick pastry on the outside with a filling. But like the filling is not juicy or gooey. I'm not sure really how to describe the filling. Like it's definitely full of filling, but it's like almost non-existent. Like it's not like a pudding. I don't know. It tastes like it's a dried out donut filling, kind of. I'm not sure. They've been sitting for a while. I'm not sure if that's what did it, but I'm liking the Cinesticks more because they definitely have been sitting for a while. The bottom is warm. The insides are less warm. The top is cold, but they're still really super soft, which I like. Gotta be careful. Do not want to chug stuff. Do not want to chug stuff right now. I know I'm at the end, but I still kind of do have a little ways to go here. If I would have known what to expect, I would have just stuck with the Cinesticks, to be honest. I thought I would want chocolate, and the Cinesticks would just be kind of okay. But these Cinesticks are actually really nice. And I'm sure if they were like oven warm like they should have been, if you eat like a normal person, these would be on point. They still are on point, really. They're definitely just not, they're cold now, is all. I'm definitely beginning to get food drunk because I forget what I was talking about. I know I was in the middle of saying something. I know I was talking about internet haters, but I definitely lost track of what I was talking about. But either way, I have fun interacting with the haters. We may be getting milk dips in. This may be a good case for milk dips. Because I'm definitely chug milk ready. And this is why I got the Cinnabon icing. I knew the icing would not be enough. Cream cheese icing. I gotta find the Cinnabon. I'll say, those cinna sticks were nice, but I'm not exactly excited for these donuts. Now, I'm probably not going to waste them, but these just were definitely not what I expected. It's not like they taste bad. They're just nothing like a donut. I was expecting, they call them donuts. I don't know why. I mean, I guess they're made of dough. There's definitely just a lot to be desired. I definitely would have passed on these if I would have known. I'll tell you what, this was a lot of food. This was a lot of food. Honestly, it would have been perfect. If I didn't get this last dessert, it would have been perfect sized. Honestly, maybe I should have just went for a brownie or the cookie. It would have been more calories, but I think it would have also been more enjoyable. But the cookie and the brownie were like twice what these are. What we got? 3 left. And I definitely prefer the cherry cola. The Sprite's not bad though. It's refreshing anyway. A cold Sprite is definitely refreshing, but I'm just a cola guy, I think. All right, well, I guess there's no point in waiting. I wish I had gotten a little bit of ice for the milk. That would have made this so much better. That's very refreshing because of how cold it is with that ice. No way. It's almost 2 hours, dude. That's crazy. I can't believe I was eating for another hour and a half. Well, that was Pizza Hut. Everything was pretty good. The donuts were a little bit of a letdown. They weren't bad, but I wasn't expecting them to be like, like I said, they were kind of like a McDonald's apple pie or like a Tasty Cake apple pie type thing. Nothing like a donut. But aside from that, everything was absolutely wonderful. A lot of it exceeded expectations. This meal came out to 9,000 calories. I think my snack is going to be a little bit lighter than I had planned, which is fine. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do for it yet. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel later. But whatever happens, I will catch you for meal number 3. What in the world will I eat next? All right, well, I guess that's that. Feeling better than expected. It really didn't get rough until the very, very end. And half it was because of the dry ass donuts.